doing another market analysis. This one's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be bull posting for everyone out there with Hopium, calling for new all-time highs. I do have a bullish case for Bitcoin here. So we've been trading within this March range, a pretty clear range from the beginning of March, with the lows at around 59K and the highs at around 74K. And you can see we had swept those lows previously, didn't reach back up to the range highs, instead made a lower high, and now we filled this level. So this is where everyone is starting to get bearish, right? And this never changes. As soon as you fail a range, people get bearish, start calling for lower prices without looking at the bigger picture, without looking at things like the momentum, looking for divergences, that sort of thing. So really what I'm watching for here on Bitcoin is a reclaim of the March lows at around 59K. If we get a reclaim of 59, even 60K is a very strong psychological resistance at the moment. You can see we actually are failing this level here in real time. If we get a reclaim of this level, and I don't mean like an hour close above, like a daily close, a few daily candle close, or even a weekly candle close above the range lows, I would be looking for any long setup back to the all-time highs, right? Because at that point, we would have failed this range twice, and sellers would have not been able to push price lower. And keep in mind, this is with all the bearish news. This is with the German government selling their Bitcoin in the second largest liquidation event in all of Bitcoin history, and we're only right below the range lows. To me, that's actually more bullish than not. But really, why I'm so bullish at this point in time is because of the easy oscillator, right? So the easy oscillator is printing a bullish divergence, right? A bullish divergence on the daily time frame, as price is kind of consolidating below these range lows. So again, the long trigger is going to be that 59, 60K. And if we get a reclaim, like I said, you can look for any long setup. Your invalidation would be these lows, and you'd be targeting the all-time highs, right? That's what I'm planning on at least. Now, this is very, very important because if we look back at the oscillator, you'll notice that the last time we'd had a buy dot in that oversold zone was actually back in August of last year, which literally marked the bottom, when Bitcoin was at 25K. And we're seeing something similar here. Again, that was also the last time we had a bullish divergence confirm on the oscillator. Price was around 25K, and that was in middle of September, right? And that was before this massive run up, before the bull run really took off. And we're seeing the same signs again, right? So this is kind of my main bullish case here. Normally in a bull run, when price is down, 30% or so, that's usually when you want to be buying historically. When we were down 27%, again, institutions are involved in this case, so I don't know if we will see a lower low. But if we do, right, if we do see lower lows, we do have some levels of importance here on a higher time frame. So we're going to remove that drawing for a second. And mainly I'm looking at that 50 to 52K level. If we draw our golden pocket from the swing low, you'll see that this order block right here, this 2-day order block, perfectly overlaps our golden pocket zone. So this is the level that we want to see hold if we are to see, one more push down. Right, I don't think we're going to see, below 40K. I think that's totally out the window. I know a lot of people are calling for that on Twitter. I don't see that personally in a bull run. Quarter two historically is bearish price action. So I do believe that the bottom is either in already or very close to being in. And even the algorithm is calling, a local bottom in here on a 2-day time frame, where we're getting those AI buy signals on a 2-day, which historically, marks the local bottom pretty accurately, right? So again, if we get one more push down, I can see us sweeping these lows and heading into this higher time frame golden pocket with that bullish order block confluence. And this is kind of our major level of support if we break down. Below there, we do have this area of consolidation. I don't want to see this level lost. To me, that would be a more bearish scenario, and I might flip my bias at that point. But to be honest, like I said, we could, in theory, go down to 38K and still be in high time frame bullish structure. But I do think that, that's too wide of a range. I don't want to see us go down to 40K again. I don't think it will happen. Another thing to point out is that the fear and greed was also in deep fear. And previously, when we've had extreme fear in the markets, it has marked a local bottom. So again, to me, more things are pointing to the upside than to the downside. I think if you're a bear here, you're kind of too late. The time for being a bear was probably up here at the range highs. And, I talked about this many times. You have to treat a range as a range until proven otherwise, right? And, that is a reason for people getting bearish here, because we did lose these range lows. So again, I do want to see a reclaim. A weekly candle close above would be my long thesis above the 60K level. At that point, I would enter a low leverage long position, or even go to a lower time frame and look for long setups there, targeting the range highs, because we do have this equal high here on like a daily time frame. That price has not come up to test yet, right? So there's a ton of orders here that need to get filled at around the 73, 74K level. So I definitely do think we will revisit, these highs. On a lower time frame, however, you can look for short positions, at this 59, 60K level, like I said, until proven otherwise. But to me, I'm not on a lower time frame at this point. I'm mainly focusing on the higher time frame levels. Also, if you guys aren't in the Pro Discord yet, click the first link in the description below. We're giving out daily signals, right? Intraday signals using our new trading bot. So I'll leave that link in the description below. All right, taking a look at Ethereum now as well. I am actually super, super bullish on Ethereum, and I feel very underexposed. I actually am trying to stack more Ethereum, as I make this video, layering bids, and I've already started to scale in quite a bit here. And the reason being is because I don't think we've seen a real ETH season this bull run yet. At the beginning of the bull run, it was kind of like meme coins took over. All the attention were on the meme coins. ETH was vastly outperformed by Bitcoin, which is very rare to see, in bull markets, right? You usually see ETH play catch up, and we haven't quite seen that yet. But as I'm looking at the chart right now, ETH is actually holding up better than Bitcoin, right? Telling me that the ETH BTC pair is bullish, right? And this can start a real ETH season. Also with the ETH ETFs, they haven't really been priced in yet. Right, the ETH ETFs have not been priced in yet. I think a lot of people are very underexposed to ETH, and I don't think many people are ready to see what's coming. There's a lot of talk about Solana, being the next ETH. A lot of projects launching on Solana. Guys, the only projects launching on Solana are shitty meme coins, right? We all know this. ETH is actually the only chain that real projects are being developed on, right? Is ETH, and ETH is not going anywhere in my opinion. So I definitely feel underexposed to ETH. From a technical standpoint here, on a daily time frame, again, we're seeing those AI buy signals here as price is holding support. We're even seeing that mild buy reversal here on the Easy Algo trading indicator. So again, on a higher time frame, you can use Easy Algo to help you get in and out of positions. Like I said, since we are in a bull market, I'm not really worried about these sell signals, although this would have called the top pretty perfectly there. But I'm really interested in these buy signals as price is on a dip and as price is at support. Again, ETH is down around 30% as well, and it looks like we're building support here. So I can definitely see us running back up from here. So I'm very interested in ETH longs at this point. And just buying spot, I think, like I said, many people are underexposed to Ethereum. The market hasn't quite priced in what's to come with these Ethereum ETFs. Major institutions, BlackRock included, have already filed. Be prepared for if and when ETH surpasses Bitcoin, not in terms of market cap, but relative to Bitcoin, right? ETH is going to go up much higher and much faster than Bitcoin. And I think we're approaching that point of the bull cycle. So again, not financial advice. Again, if we look at the oscillator, right, we had that buy dot in the oversold zone. The last time we'd seen a buy dot in the oversold zone on the Easy Oscillator of that magnitude was, again, back in mid-September 2023. So there's a lot of confluences lining up at the moment for a local bottom, and that is why I am still bullish. Now, if ETH does lose this level, we do have some key support down here. Really, 2,500 would be the key support. I don't think we'd go below that, guys, and I'm not really worried about going below that until that level is breached. So I don't want to say, I'm targeting 2,000. If we go lower, we're going to go to 2,500, and we're going to see some sort of bounce there. I really can't see us going back down to 2,000, in a bull run. That hasn't happened historically, and that would be too big of a drawdown from the high of this run. That would be around a 50% decline. I mean, are we really going to get a 50% decline in a bull market? And at that point, are we still even in a bull market? So I'm not really worried about that. Again, I'm looking to stack ETH at cheaper prices. So I hope we do get that drop. I'm going to be DCAing some spot buys there. Let's take a look at Solana as well. Solana is looking pretty strong as well, and the Sol BTC pair is looking pretty strong. On a daily time frame, we're holding the daily support, guys. Holding the daily support. Same thing here, right? We're seeing that oscillator in that oversold zone. We got that buy dot, and now we're seeing some bullish divergences. Right, this is a bullish divergence down to like a 12-hour time frame. You can clearly see these bullish divergences as price is remaining flat. This is a very bullish coin in my opinion. All right, but that is it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. See you guys next time.